That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And we can see on the next-gen stats, he picked up nearly 30 yards after that initial contact. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Shotgun now for Lance. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lance. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Lance. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Mayfield. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Elway! Baker Mayfield, only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try to put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And the final readout on next-gen stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. touchdown pass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return, Jackson. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up and ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now. Jackson's got it over the middle. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And a good run here as he'll run it all the way down to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mayfield on 1st down. Looking deep for Jennings. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Bass on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs. Because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result. Because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about the game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Lance now to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
On the counter, it's Taylor. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Charger drive about to get going. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw there complete to Allen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got a man, complete. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Mayfield now from the 50.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
15 more yards. That's another Chargers.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds him again, Saquon Barkley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
The Chargers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Here's Mayfield. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Barkley will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well. His teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now stands at 13.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
And Lance going to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
To throw, it's Lance. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, Lance.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Lance. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. A tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Chargers. For 21 yards away. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
It certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Lance now on first down. Quick slant to Watson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
This is Smith with a grab.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Touchdown, Panthers. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is, if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Boswell good with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Chargers 29, Panthers 17. Chris Boswell set to kick
4
off.
seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Looking deep for Jennings. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That gain on third down, good for 28. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Barkley. Down right around the 25. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. It's Barkley on the counter. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Panthers take over in first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And Lance again going to keep it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And they have throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. There goes a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Smith catches left side. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Carolina. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. From the 39, Mayfield being chased out left. Looking deep for Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Mayfield down. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. That first down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Jonathan Taylor. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Extra point put through by Boswell, as this gets him back within a touchdown on a 2-point conversion. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Quinnen Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, why do you go out and trade for a guy like this defensively? Well, an instant impact in your pass rush is reason number one.
And let's think about it. You want a guy who can create big plays for your team. Takeaways, fumbles, you name it. That's what you want from the big-time player on the defensive side of the ball.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd down and 12. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Let's go! Faster!
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Jalen Petrie picks it up. And the Chargers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. So what did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball. Whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback, you have a much better opportunity.
The Charger drive about to get going. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. And Allen's got it. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And this one too low.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the legs still there. This has been a tough game. The Lance going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance, they'll set up the screen to Taylor. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Taylor, 70 yards. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mayfield to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Lance back to throw. Complete to Kelly. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Lance looking to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. The 20. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in the comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's across for the touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those two TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And his pass is caught. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they had two more after their lead. That's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there and put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Lance now to throw. Pass complete, Thomas. And he's got a first down at the 40-yard line, but the clock runs. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.